What do you?
Hello everybody, this is Magic Nerd, and today we're going to be doing a deck tech on, I still don't know what to call it. We're just going to say like turn 1 baddies or something like that. I don't know. Leave comments and tell me what I should call it, because I still have no idea what to call it. Yeah, so I'm going to start steering the direction of the channel to more deck techs. I just feel like it's something I more enjoy, and I can upload more often, and I have crazy ideas like this one. Anyways, let's get right on into it. So first off, we're gonna have 4 dark rituals, because you're gonna need, if you're gonna do turn 1 huge creatures, you're gonna need mana to do that. Turn 1, and unless you want to use Black Lotus, this is the best alternative because it's going to be mono black. So 4 dark rituals, and then we want 4 entombs. So might as well just start telling you how this is going to work. So you cast you put a land down, tap it, cast dark ritual. You have 3 black mana to use. So then you cast entomb. So you search your library for a card, which you're going to search it for a creature card, and you put it into the graveyard, then shuffle your library. And notice that it says any card. So you could do other tricks with this thing. Anyways, so like could do this, and what is it called? The reclaim card, and you could just wear the reclaim 1 mana, green mana. You bring a target card from your graveyard to your hand. So there's a 2 mana. Basically, it's just a demonic tutor with more color specific options and 2 cards. Anyways, so you bring that creature to your graveyard, and then you shuffle your library. So there's 1 mana down, and then you go to Exhume. So 2 mana, there's the rest of your mana from Dark Ritual, and each player puts a creature card from his or her graveyard onto the battlefield. So you then take that creature that you went and got, and you put it onto the battlefield. You don't pay its mana costs, nothing. See how great this is? Alright, we're going to go, next one, just kind of, you could use Reanimate as a more expensive alternative. I'd just say it makes more sense to Exhume, because it's cheaper, it's like $1. Also, Reanimate, you lose life equal to the converted mana cost, and the creatures in this deck are not exactly the cheapest in the mana cost wise, so you might want to go with Exhume. Unless you want to lose the game if they counter, no, that doesn't work. If they like get rid of your person, which is going to be really hard to do. Anyways, so we also have 4 vampiric tutors. Yeah, it's a little bit pricier, but trust me, it's a lot cheaper than a lot of the modern decks out there. So this is just this, and then we also have 4 of demonic tutors, and we're just putting those in there to be able to get the pieces, the cards we need, and be able to go off as early and fast as possible, because there's a diabolic tutor that you could put in. It's 4 mana, and you do the same thing as demonic tutor, but we want to get off as early and into the game as we can. Alright, on to the creatures. First we have Emrakul. She's just the cheaper version of the Aeon's Titan. Aeon's Titan would be a great alternative if you're willing to spend a little bit more money, but Emrakul, the Promised End, is also just as, okay, not as good, but it works fine in this deck. She's got protection from instants, she's got flying and trample, so she can help block those annoying pests in the air, and she has trample, so you get her out turn 1, you swing for 13, they have maybe a little chump blocker or a wall, she still gets over that, kills it and gets over it, still does some damage. and she has protection from instants, which the only kill spells or removal spells that are that early in the game are going to be instants. Anyways, next one, we have Ulamog. He's also pretty expensive, but he is a must-have in this deck. When you cast it, you don't get that effect because you're not casting it. Same thing as Emrakul's, the one you take the opponent's other turn. You don't get that because you're not casting her, you're just putting her onto the battlefield. He has Indestructible. Whenever he attacks, you mill 20 of the opponent's library, which is crazy good because not only is he a 10-10, if you put him out turn 1, just 2 turns, the opponent's dead. If they have blockers, he doesn't have trample, so they can have blockers, and he won't go over. But he mills, so three attacks with him, even if they have trump blockers, they still lose because they're milling 20. And obviously they're going to be drawing cards, so they're not going to have exactly 60 cards. So 3 attacks, they're gone. On to the more cheaper creatures. Desolation Twin, and by the way, we're having 4 of each of these cards that I'm showing in the deck. Desolation Twin is only about 50 cents, I think, maybe 25. You put this out and you get 2 10-10s. Turn 1, you attack turn 2, and unless they have something to block with, they're dead. I love this card. It's great in this deck. I mean, if you do it twice, then you have 4 10-10s, and you're just gonna win the game. And then we have It That Betrays. It's got Annihilator 2, and whenever an opponent sacrifices a non-token permanent, which is any permanent that's not a token, so lands, enchantments, anything that's a permanent that's not a token, comes back under the battlefield under your control when they sacrifice it. So you put this out turn 1. If they have a land and a creature, like a 1-drop, you get both of those things. You wipe their board, and you get them. So I think it's great in the early game, and even in late game, because it's an 11-11. So yeah, I believe that is all that is in the deck. Yeah, that's all that's in the deck. I had to think about that for a minute. Oh my goodness. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoy it. I spent a lot of time thinking about this. I had actually made this deck before, and it runs amazing. It doesn't interact too amazing with other decks. It just mainly goes for its purpose, and you don't have kill spells. You can add them in. You can kind of switch it up, but this is just kind of the main idea. You guys can switch Ulamog out and Emrakul for cheaper, like, big, giant creatures. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Please comment. Tell me what you guys want me to do next. Like I said, I want to start doing deck techs instead of all the other things. So let me know what deck you guys want to see next. And, I mean, I already have the deck that I want to do next, and it's going to be cheating Omniscience onto the field turn 5 or turn 4, depending on how things work out. But yeah, cheating a 10 mana card onto the field, which makes you be able to cast anything you want for free. You guys want to tune in next time to see this. Anyways, thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.